This just in. Players scared shitless of leveling to 70. My alt, Bowstorm, reports from first-hand experience.
Look, Grumm, I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it myself. There are people out there who suck so bad that they keep their characters at a low level and tweak them for maximum power in their level range, usually by using eBay bot gold for powerful enchants and instant runners for the best gear.
Oh, the horror. I find it hard to believe there are players as pathetic as this out there. Are you sure you're not just making this up?
I'm afraid not, Grumm.
What do these spineless primates call themselves?
Grumm, they have indeed chosen a name for themselves, but I warn you, the word I am about to utter may incite utter and complete disgust, contempt, and unsuppressible urge to laugh at these players, or all of the above. They call themselves Twinks.
Twinks.
That's right, Grumm.
What could possibly be any gayer than that?
Blood elves, sir.
Ah, right.
And elven twinks are just screwed both ways.
I see. What could drive a person to sink so low?
Any number of reasons, Grumm. Low self-esteem, virginity in your late 30s or above, undersized genitalia, the list goes on. Some players play twinks primarily. Others play normally, but keep a twink alt around. But it all comes down to one basic principle. These players suck on such a primal level that the only way they'll ever win at anything is to play dirty.
Don't any of them have the motivation or desire to improve their skills and get better?
Afraid not, Grumm. It seems these players have sold out entirely and given up any hope of ever not sucking in the future. Twinking lets them feel tough for once in their miserable lives. They simply lack the skill to stand a chance against other players without a lot of aid. Bowstorm, out.
Thank you, Bowstorm. Oh, one more thing.
Grumm?
Why do you sound like Yoda?
'Cause you're really doing my voice and it's the best you could come up with in a hurry?
Ah, right. A sad day for Azeroth indeed. Remember this, all of you. Beating the crap out of people who play fairly is as pathetic as kicking a puppy to make yourself feel strong, and it's a hollow victory indeed. Friends don't let friends play twinks. Why can't shamans wear pants? Why dresses? Okay, some of the kilts look pretty cool, and yes, we all enjoy a nice breeze every now and then, but I don't need to be distracted when I'm trying to kill stuff. I mean, you're in the middle of the fray, and something huge comes at you with intent to turn you into the next ex-orc, and you're too busy going, "Ooh, my nuts are cold," to notice. Blizzard, show some mercy and give us more pants. Ever been in a party with one of those total gits? You know the ones. Let's go through the different types. Rush sluts. Mana breaks. Actually getting to see detail or enjoying the view on the way in an instance. Intelligent pulling. Not gonna happen. Your typical rush slut runs ahead of the party and aggroes everything in its path. Please, people. Unless you know your party, you're only stressing the people around you and very likely also getting them killed. Get the clue? Nobody likes you. Combat looters. Okay, sometimes this happens on accident. Most of the time, unless your head is so far up your ass you can see through your belly button, it's on purpose. Why are you being greedy? The corpses will still be there when all the enemies are dead, and listen closely, because this is the important bit. Your party members are safe and secure. Yay, you looted 2 silver, but your healer had aggro, and now you're all gonna die, because you're a fucking gimp. Ninjas. You know what these are. The paladin that needs the cloth drop. The priest who gets the plate shoulders you've been wanting for the last 100 times you killed the stupid boss. And the, "I'm higher level, so I'm taking this as a reward for helping you," bitches. All those are ninjas. Need or greed, people. If you need without actually needing something and you don't have the consent of your party, you're a ninja, and I hope to God you get sodomized by a Draenei high on potions of giant growth. And I hear their junk looks just like that crap hanging off their faces. Eat gnome shit and rot, you pinky-hugging elf-mongers. Just a tip for those playing on the Bronze Dragonflight server. If you're unclear on any of these terms, party with Sotnos. She's all of them.
Run away! Run away! Run away!
Okay, folks. Grumm was having a bad day. And sometimes things just grate on your nerves for so long that you have to get them off your chest. Don't be mad at him. It was all in good fun and exaggerated for comedy. Unless you were mentioned by name, of course. Then you deserve what you got. Saltnose, Sheridan, and Bradster. Everyone else, feel the love. Give Grumm a hug when you see him. Back to the fun stuff. See you on the flip side. Bullstorm, out.
I killed a night elf just the other week. I punched him in his gut and then I bashed him in the teeth. I tore off his ears and I glued them to my cheek, and I'd have punched him in the nuts if he had had any. I killed a dwarf, set fire to his beard. He cried like a little girl and then he ran in fear. But dwarf legs are too short to run from a full-grown orc, so I cracked him in the head and stole his beer. The only good alliance is a dead one, and killing them is really not that complicated. The only good alliance is a dead one. They really are quite useless till decapitated. I killed a human, put a hammer to his groin, and no amount of bubbling could save his teeny loins. And when he lay battered and broken on the floor, I made off with all the shiny armor that he wore. I killed a gnome, it really wasn't planned. I was minding my own business, there were other things at hand. I felt a lump as I walked on, I hardly even noticed, but to scrape the guts from off my boot was totally the process. The only good alliance is a dead one, and killing them is really not that complicated. The only good alliance is a dead one. They really are quite useless till decapitated. Let's not forget Draenei, I just stabbed one in the eye as I composed this little ditty. I have very little pity for a squid-headed blue tauren who's pretending to be foreign, so he's lying in a pool of blood behind me. The only good alliance is a dead one, and killing them is really not that complicated. The only good alliance is a dead one. They really are quite useless till decapitated. The only good alliance is a dead one. I imagine that they'll think the song is quite irating. The only good alliance is a dead one. But as much as they get owned, this shouldn't be all that degrading.